Hey, how you guys doing? NoFap day 5 of 9. Because out there busting them nuts. Cause in about 5 days we haven't been busting them nuts. You guys back again on day 5. Um, yeah, man. I was just thinking about some stuff, and I was, I daydream a lot. I can just sit down and just think about things for like minutes, just like 10 minutes. I can just daydream and just about things. But I said, well, why am I daydreaming about certain thing I can make a video about? So I just heard, I had to hurry and just turn the camera on. Might as well, What's the point of daydreaming about something and I can just speak about it on here? But yeah, man, still feeling the effects of not feeling like doing anything productive. But I work say it's the first time back home because we're on Thanksgiving break for school and everything, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but still, and like I was telling myself last night, when you go into a new location or location you've been to in a while, obviously of course PMO can follow. It only takes one relapse for those same habits to be in the new place, whatever new area you move. All it takes is for one relapse to bring those habits over, and so that's why it's very important. It's very important to be conscious about that. It was a pretty decent morning. I didn't play the video game in the morning, which is good, but I didn't do anything productive either, which is bad. It's just the whole part. Like I said, I think personally, porn really ruins that part of the brain, that urgency part of the brain, whatever that part is. That you think that you think that really urges you, that really shifts your attention on things that you should be focusing on, your priorities. I think porn has something to do with like damaging that part and really just destroying. Well, I think it has something to do with the low dopamine levels, because if an important event is coming up and you know that by being doped up on porn, you're not gonna be able to perform at your best. You don't care until the event is like a day away. Then you start to get nervous. Then you start to take things seriously. By the time it's too late. But if it's like if you got 2 weeks to an event, you don't care. You don't get nervous because like in your brain, your body's telling you, well, you got 2 weeks. So that means that you got 2 weeks of bullshit. And in reality, you could be preparing, like if you were preparing for like a public speaking thing, or any important event, social event, whatever, and final exams, and you end up waiting to the last 2 days to get serious, and by the time it's too late. And I think porn really like kind of like really puts like a veil over like things that are important until it's too late. And so it's kind of crazy. Like I already know by the time I'm completely free, my brain is completely flushed out with PMO. That I'm gonna look back at this era of my life, and I'm like, damn, I was like that messed up in terms of like I have a lot of different stories. I haven't said yet. Well, yeah, I have a lot of different stories, just things that happened that I know it's gonna feel really good to speak about once I'm like done with the addiction, because I won't be in that mindset anymore. But I can't really speak about it now because I'm still like knee deep in addiction. There's a lot of different stories and things I haven't spoke about that it's definitely, I think it definitely was like really effective. Pimo really was like really one of the main culprits. But yeah, man, visualization is pretty good. I do visualize one day at a time where I can like completely be like motivated to actually do things, motivated to actually be productive and not just and actually be able to and actually be able to do things, carry out tasks that isn't video game junk food. Be able to carry out important tasks without, in my mind, complaining like, oh, it's too. Like how a lot of times we rather just do something easy like play a game or just lay around the house and not do anything. Pretty much just be lazy. I definitely can't wait to the point to where I get to where I'm just like motivated and energized. Wake up every morning. And obviously it's not realistic for every day, but just for a reasonable time, just to wake up and just actually feel energetic to actually be productive and work out and do things like that, eat healthy. But on the PMO binge, that stuff is you don't take it seriously because like your brain is in this low level state to where anything of importance you just push to the back burner to the last minute. And it's that just, and that's the thing I think about before relapsing again. Just no matter how bad I think the urge is, obviously, of course, there is light around the tunnel at the end of the tunnel if I choose to keep going forward. But if I continue to relapse, I know what it feels like to binge and relapse and feel like not doing anything and feeling like shit. But I don't know what it feels like to be free of PMO and well, I guess before PMO, before I started watching porn, but in my adult years and my prime years, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what it feels like to because if you think about it, if you watch porn when you was like 12 and 13, and then all through your adolescence years, if you watch porn, then you really your little mini masculinity energy hasn't been able to grow like that because it's been tainted with PMO. Like like if you if you if at a young age if you're not really affected by PMO, infinite potential because you have all your energy intact and it's natural. Like my stepbrother, he's like 13 now, and you like the last time I seen him was like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, something like that, and like now voice got deeper. I don't think he's PMO'd yet, or had discovered PMO, which is a good thing. Voice is deep. I think he's in a basketball team, and that goes to show you that at that age, if you're PMO free and you don't discover PMO, which I hope he doesn't, that energy that you have is it definitely is valuable. But if you spend those years PMOing, when you realize how bad it is for you and then try to quit, you kind of realize like when you get to a certain age and then you're trying to quit, you realize how many years you wasted, and you realize that it's kind of hard to imagine life without PMO. I mean, it's not hard, but it's not hard, but since you PMO so many years of your life, since your young years, you don't really know what it feels like to have that masculine alpha energy inside your body, rather than all you know is just relapsing and being empty and feeling like a zombie. But as far as that's why it's so uncomfortable for a lot of us when we have those urges, because we don't know what to do with it, with the energy. Especially if you're not talking to girls. If you're not talking to any girls or interacting with females, essentially, of course, working out and meditating and eating healthy is a good thing to spread the energy. But I definitely think that incorporating, just maybe just randomly approaching girls and just putting yourself in those situations, definitely helps. Definitely helps condition your brain to be to a real woman, and it really helps because if you think about the last time you actually spoke to a girl you thought was attractive and you were nervous, really nervous, and you push yourself to actually speak to the girl and it went well, you feel pretty good. You feel really good, and then I know damn well you don't go home thinking about PMO because you feel good. You're like, man, yeah. Next time, man, the next girl I speak to, man, I spoke to her. I was nervous, but I spoke to her anyway. I didn't get her number, but I made a move. I spoke to her. Now I know if I can do this, I can do it again. And actually ask for the number. She says no, bet. At least it gives you that little shot of confidence, even more and more. And then eventually you like, fucking PMO for her. It feels good when you speak to a girl and you nervous and you actually made a move anyway. It makes you feel good. As this car slowly pulling up next to me, like we in Boys in the Hood. But anyway, it makes you feel good when you make that move and you do something that makes you nervous, and then you walk away. You go home, you're like, man, it actually makes you want to be more productive when you're doing something that makes you nervous and you're working on yourself and it feels good. You going, man, why am I going to now? You may follow the girl on Instagram, and she be posting those thirst trap pictures, and you like, man, I just spoke to her today, and you felt good, even though the conversation may have been a little awkward. You were nervous. You start to realize that, damn, when you speak to girls in real life, if you feel a little, you feel good. You get that, especially when you were nervous and you did it anyway. You like, why am I gonna go home and jack off to her Instagram photos? And when after I just had a good interaction, you kind of feel like you get that Jordan Manager, like you kind of just feel motivated, and that's what happens on when when we don't when we keep that sexual energy and we don't do the perverted action, and we actually make moves in real life rather than uh failing the PMO. It really motivates you to not jack off. Like, why am I gonna jack off when it feels so good to actually interact and be nervous and feel all those negative negative. I guess it depends. For all those negative, all those emotions, all those negative, all that anxiety stuff, and you still do it anyway. It makes you feel good. Like, man, I ain't jacking off anymore. This feels good. But you gotta keep being consistent with. Because if you speak to a girl one time, then you don't do it again for a month, for 2 months, 3 months, and it's like your brain builds up that nerves all over again, and it becomes hard. But it really makes you realize, like, damn, I like this, feels good. What am I jacking off for? But anyway, yeah, man, the low motivation still continues. I just came back from the Starbucks, didn't do a damn thing. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Except for just, it doesn't really matter what I did, but just know I didn't do a damn thing. I bought all these books, didn't do a damn thing, and I know I'm not, and I know people saying, "Oh, you blaming PMO." I'm not really blaming PMO because I know I can still It's a mindset. You have to go into wherever you're studying with the mindset of, I'm getting some shit done. But I definitely do believe or know that the PMO definitely plays a huge part in just that motivation to get things done. And I don't want to make excuses, but I guess I just have to really focus. I guess in PMO, once again, PMO isn't gonna make me more motivated to study. It's gonna make it worse. So I know personally, really, I definitely know personally that PMO and binging and fapping has a direct effect on getting productivity. So it doesn't make sense for me to continue to fapping. Like, why fap when you know what it's doing? But we know why. It's all about the cycle of the addiction. But like I said before, why am I continuing fapping? Because I know how it feels to not feel like doing anything, to feel like a zombie, to feel like a pervert around females, specifically females that I find attractive. Don't feel like doing anything, but don't feel like reading, improving myself. Don't feel like working out, eating a lot of junk food, feeling like complete shit. But what I don't know what it feels like is actually going 2, 3, 4 months, doing healthy habits, speaking to attractive women, seeing my body transform, my mind transform, getting the benefits. I don't know what that feels like. So if I know what it feels like to be in the dumps, how about we how it's not gonna hurt to continue to not relapse and continue to go forward and see what else and see, because if you get there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Unless Takashi 6ix9ine. No, I'm joking. But it's always light at the end of the tunnel. So if you know what it feels like to be in the dumps, then why continue to stay there? And even though no matter how strong the urge is, why not continue going forward? Because you don't know what's past the rainbow, because you always relapse before you get to the end of the rainbow. And so that's a mindset that I try to have. Like, no matter how bad I feel or how many urges I have, I haven't been past a certain amount of days. So if I get past those days, I might feel great. But it's all a mindset shift or whatever. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon for day 6, and hopefully tomorrow can be a more productive day. I doubt it. Self doubt thoughts out there, but anyway, gotta have those positive thoughts. But anyway, I see you guys soon. As always, don't relapse.